Hey guys, Librarian back with more obscurities in miniature. Today we've got the sprue for the new chaplain in his Phobos Armor from the Shadow Spear box set, and it's so nice having him all nice and neatly laid out on his own sprue so he can be quickly clamshelled and sold in an individual packaging. So why don't we take a look at what's going on here. I particularly like the cloak. It's a nice little touch for him. It's very plain, which is not usually the case with our librarians in Warhammer 40,000. He's got that partial face mask going on like a lot of the reivers and the new dudes in Shadowspear, whose name I can't think of at the moment. And he's got a force sword that's quite similar to the Primaris Psyker as well. And he's got his Kung Fu sword hand pose going on with that. We've got our typical, I don't know what kind of book it is. I want to say Holy Bible, but that's not what they read. I don't know what it's called. Somebody will probably put it in the comments because I can't remember that stuff. I do like his little tactical rock and bits of debris there to stand on. And it seems like a pretty straightforward build. I don't actually own the Shadowspear directions, so this is going to be a fun challenge for me. I'm going to grab some flippers and let's see if I can figure this out. And behold our finished librarian. So let's get a nice close-up of what he's looking like there, shall we? So as you can see, he's got his hands kind of resting on his forehead there. And I know I need to clean up the model. I have ugly sprue marks. Those will get dealt with soon enough. So he's got the typical keys there. The librarian skull motif. He's blasting them mentally. We got the book on his backpack. I thought that was an interesting choice having the cover on the backpack. I'm not sure what the significance is, considering he's all kind of cloaked up like that. He does come with a 40mm base. He has this little bit of debris here that's going to sit on his base, and then he's got a peg on this foot, and he's got a little piece of rubble underneath his left foot that just kind of slides right next to it and kind of locks in. I haven't glued that on yet. Surprisingly, I did glue on his backpack. I know I don't usually do that, but I figure, you know what, it's not that big a deal. So here he is in relation to a typical Marine. You can see they're almost about the same size, but keep in mind he is a little hunched over compared with a Primaris. You know, he's obviously wearing a Primaris style armor. He obviously is a Primaris Marine, so that's not surprising that he's about the same size. He does have the larger base, just like most of the hero models that are Primarist. And yes, I did use it as a verb with Calgar and our scout captain that comes in this set. I can use it as a verb now. But yeah, most of the character models seem to be sitting on 40mm bases when it comes to hero models for the Marines that have been Primarist. So you can see there's a good sense of scale right there between all three models. Overall, pretty simple build. I feel like he's a little bit easier to put together than the boxed typical Primaris Librarian that we had both released a couple years ago, and as well as with the Kill Team expansion. On the other hand, hopefully this guy, since he is a little bit more simple to put together, maybe we'll see him with a little bit simpler price tag. Probably not. Also like little straps there to keep his gown as part of his cloak from revealing too much of that shiny armor underneath. Very stealthy looking, very Spec Ops style, especially for a chaplain. I want to keep calling him a chaplain, but he's not a chaplain. For a librarian. So that is our new librarian. He looks like he'll be a fun one to paint, and sooner or later we'll get around to him. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to get those brushes a-flowing with sloppy looking paint. So I shall bid you all a fond farewell and say once again, hi Lord Tamburlaine. Obscurities and Miniatures, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.